It's the Then versus Now Challenge! 3!
And welcome back to the Scrapyard, friends. Today is Race 3 of Round 1, Group 1.
And today is all about the GOATs. Arguably America's first muscle car, the Pontiac GTO.
Back again for Team Then, it's this very patriotic 1964 Pontiac GTO, driven by Elliott Navarro, and his hometown is Tampa, Florida.
For Team Now, returning from qualifying Race 3, it's the baddest grocery getter in all of Canada, the 2006 Pontiac GTO, driven by Miss Imelda Roy, and she's back from Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada.
Now let's get these goats out of the barn and onto the field.
Here we are at the Guillotine Gate for Heat 1. In Lane 1, it's Elliott, in the car we nicknamed the Patriot for its all-American paint job.
And one spot over is Miss Imelda Roy in the only road car in Canada with a parachute on its back. The safety crew cleared the track during the intro, so let's get this heat started. 3, 2, 1, go!
Imelda cuts in and blocks.
Imelda leads.
Patriot flips.
And he is out.
Imelda across the line and hard into the tires. Oh, Canada, that had to hurt.
Wow, this one started off with a bang.
Don't you mean it ended with a bang, Barry? I mean, did you see the way Imelda Roy went into those tires? Blammo!
Okay, slow down, Al. We'll get there. First, let's take a look how Imelda blocks Elliott the whole length of the bottleneck, which allows her to take a sizable lead in Carmine Corner, setting her up for a big jump into Clunker Canyon.
And even though she messes up the landing, it's still a 10.0 compared to the Patriot, which flips on its Stars and Stripes hood.
And yet he still somehow impressively manages to get that heavy muscle car back on its wheels.
But unfortunately, he also manages to go into the clunkers and into the metal barrier, causing his emergency shutoff to kick in and end his heat. However, Imelda Roy cashes in on that opportunity and gets all 400 horses under that hood running at full speed.
Regrettably, she is unable to pull in the reins on all those horses and goes into the tires so hard she actually bounces back onto the opposite side of the finish line.
So, is that a negative win?
No way, Al. Not here at the Scrapyard. Our number one rule is make it across the line, any way possible. What you do after that is your business. But getting back to business, with that win, Imelda Roy just put herself and Canada on the scorecard.
We are back at the gate for Heat 2.
Imelda Roy in Lane 1, and I'm still trying to figure out why she didn't use that parachute to stop herself in the last heat.
That's because I heard it's not actually a parachute, Barry. She said so herself. That's her grocery getter. So it's not a parachute, it's really just a giant shopping bag. And I don't blame her. Have you seen what some stores are charging for shopping bags nowadays? It's crazy!
Ow! The race?
Oh yeah. In Lane 2, Elliott Navarro and the Patriot needs a win here to stay alive. The safety crew has given us the thumbs up. This heat is a go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Patriot on two wheels!
Imelda flips!
Patriot all alone! Whoa! Into the tires! Even harder than Imelda Roy hit them! Well, it looks like this one also started off with a bang. It's like deja vu all over again.
Don't even start that again.
Oh, okay, Mr. Party Pooper. Then let's check out the way the Patriot gets on two wheels coming down the bottleneck.
And Elliott drift blocks into Imelda, sending her upside down in Carmine Corner, causing her to skid to a halt, ending her heat.
Meanwhile, the Patriot turns himself around just in time to hit the jump and lands perfectly in the center of the track and then just lets it rip.
Still, when he gets to the boulevard, he tries to slow himself down by rubbing against a wall, but it's no help because
he goes so hard into the tires, he actually bounces back to the opposite side of the finish line. It's like deja vu all over again.
Ow! What did I just say?
Let's get to that scorecard. And with that win, Elliott Navarro and the Patriot is able to stay alive and tie it all up. It's all tied up for the final heat.
The Patriot back in lane 1. Imelda Roy back in lane 2.
The safety crew has put out new tires at the finish line just in case. So let's get this heat started.
3, 2, 1, go!
Imelda blocks.
Patriot flips!
Patriot on his roof and out.
Imelda into the camera!
She's back on her wheels. Imelda across the line and hard into the tires. It's like deja vu all over it. Hey, what happened to my microphone?
Why, I have no idea what you're talking about, Al! But look at the way Imelda cuts in at the end of Navarro, and then delivers a ferocious block, flipping the Patriot on his roof.
It was such a brutal block that he only comes to a stop at the very end of Carmine Corner.
And Imelda Roy goes off the jump into one of the car carriers and flipping down the rest of Clunker Canyon and into our camera.
Yet showing astonishing driving skill. Not only does she get her car back on its wheels, but she crosses the line facing forward. However, all that maneuvering left no time for her to hit the brakes, and it's into the tires once more.
It's like deja vu all over again.
What? Are you serious?
With that second win, Miss Imelda Roy and her grocery getter win the race. That means we'll be saying goodbye to Elliott Navarro and his Patriot 62 GTO.
But Miss Imelda Roy scores a big win for Team Now. And she also just scored her spot in quarterfinal race 1.
However, before that, it'll be our next race with another group of returning qualifiers as we go back to Group 2 with the Jeeps in race 3. But you don't have to wait that long to see more Scrapyard Diecast racing action.
That's right, you can catch up on all our other tournaments and events by checking out our playlists. Or, if you don't have that much time, you could check out the fastest minute on the internet by subscribing to our Shorts channel. Look for the links in the descriptions of this video.
And be sure to join us again for the next exciting installment of...
It's the Then versus Now Challenge! 3!